It's the sound of bums pissing, making minimum wage to shake change for a living. It's the planes, trains, automobiles. It's the bicycle carts and bicycles, them audible wheels. It's the stop and go meals, it's the food chain. It's old peeps getting hip to the new slang. It's food things that they shouting out the windows with the horns like son of a, all night. Waking up the kid who dreams of basketball life. Works behind the backs, through the legs till it's all tight. Cause one day he gon' make that Lucci. He's coming for him ready or not like Fuji's. Making every Southside kid look stoogey till he schooled the wrong one and got popped like Uzi. Laying on the pavement screaming, how could you do me? To take away the game that he loved like Lucy. Cause now his whole life he'll be probably limping. Forget about dunks, he can hardly tipping. He was supposed to be the next Scottie Pippen. Just another black kid's dream swept up in the city. It's the insanity zone, it's the city. Shit, I'm moving back home.
Life is different in a big city. Life is different when you've been living alone in your mama's home. You ain't even got enough to get your own cell phone. Life is different in a big city. Life is different when you've been spinning round and round in a college town. You need to get up, get out.
Watch, it's the ticks and the toxic clocks. You never know when your battery stops, so be sure to check your brakes and shocks and get a lock, cuz they take it out of your hands if it ain't locked up. This is too many thieves up in the street. I used to know this one kid, they called him Pistol Pete, cuz he was a white boy and he could really ball, and he wasn't even 6 foot tall. Just a snot-nosed kid from the north side suburbs, living in a big house with mom, dad, a little brother. They had money, so we never really needed to hustle. Spent most of his time downtown getting in trouble, taking the cash from dad's stash to the ball court, throwing it round like Mike Jordan on a golf course. Merely a freshman, he was balling up sophomores, but little did he know they needed money a lot more. These kids didn't give a shit where Pete was from. 2 of them jumped Pete and took the money he won. Fat lips, teeth, chips wasn't too much fun, so Pistol Pete went out and got him a gun. Snuck out of the crib after dinner was done. He waited while they finished up that one-on-one, pulled out the gat like, what's up, son? And all them kids started to run. Click, click, bang, bang. The noise pierced like an arrow out of the barrel. The margin of error was simply too narrow. A spark in the dark of the park. Oh Lord, hearken, have mercy. There's simply just no reversing. Curse, the trigger fingers pulled way too early. Bloodstained socks as he lay there hurting. 15, innocent and undeserving. Guess magic only works on dudes named Irvin. Well, now the whole neighborhood is out to get Pete. He's wanted for assault with an armed and deadly. Forced to pick pockets on the CTA, so he's running after your rings like Rose and James. For those who don't know, it just goes to show, don't matter which side of the tracks the shit's stored in, there's simply no ignoring the city. They don't leave you alone, it's the city. It's what I'm trying to call home.
Life is different in a big city. Life is different when you've been living alone in your mama's home. You ain't even got enough to get your own cell phone. Life is different in a big city. Life is different when you've been spinning round and round in a college town. You need to get up, get out.
Sniffing, that's the smell of me shitting. Make a minimum change to shake wage for a living. They say talk is cheap, so I decided to write. Getting rid of them thoughts, keeping me up at night. Time flies when you're really doing nothing at all. It was only yesterday playing 8th grade ball. In between rich and poor, cocky and immature. Could've wound up like them kids in the verses before. Lucky enough to stay away from liquor and drugs. Mama had me on that regimen of kisses and hugs. She wasn't too impressed with most of my grades, but had a front row seat to all my shows and my plays. You see, always had dreams of fortune and fame, playing the game of who wants to be a household name. So I stepped out the door with my freshest Nikes on, headed to a place I could get my life on. Working every day just to keep the lights on, fighting to stay in front of my dough like Taekwon. One side of the street, dudes dressing in drag, other side waving American flags that say no marriage for fags. The winter wind make the day seem bitter, but summertime breeze don't get much better. So I just take it one breath at a time and count each and every single blessing of mine. I think I finally put together the right plan. It took moving here to figure out who I am. What a gift it is just to be alive. If I wither or thrive, I do my best to survive in the city. I just wanna be known as Chicago. I think I'm finally home.
Life is different